Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Daniel Richardson, and I'm the WCPW review guy. And I just feel like I'm a little disappointed that Primate didn't make it into the rest of the world qualifying cup leg. I mean, he's be representing Parts Unknown. I feel like Parts Unknown has not been fairly represented at all in this entire thing. Maybe next year. Maybe next year. Alright, and this is the Japan qualifying Pro Wrestling World Cup review. And this is going to tell you guys right now, anybody who's been watching my reviews for however long I've been doing them, about a year now, you guys know I'm horrible at pronunciation when it comes to like foreign names. So please be gentle. I'm going to butcher a shitload of names tonight. So anyway, let's get right to it. Broadcasting, we got our campaign team of Bradshaw and James R. Kennedy, which I'm cool with. I mean, I love Shane, but I love Kennedy too. It was just funny, like there's when the ring announcer was like, you know, he would announce the matches, but he'd do it like in English, and then he'd do a Japanese translation at the end. And Kennedy's like, I taught him that. I don't know. I like stuff like that. It's funny to me, so I enjoyed it. But so yeah, we got a good commentary team. So let's get into it. The first Pro Wrestling World Cup first round qualifying match is Jushin Thunder Liger and Ryusuke Taguchi. We're gonna go with that. And this was relatively a quick match. I was actually kind of surprised. I will say this right now, and I'll get to the winners when I get to them because I don't want to try to overpronounce names here. There was, you know, I knew for a fact the only two people I knew from this tournament was Jushin Liger and Tiger Mask. That's the only two I knew, just because I'm an old guy, so they were from my childhood. But I didn't know anybody else, but I knew these two weren't going to win. However, I did think Liger was going to make it to the semis. I ain't going to lie. I feel like he'll definitely make it to the second round at least. Not to be. He did. There was a cool spot, though, where he throws him into Jushin Thunder Liger has him up in a surfboard, and then he just, like, rolls him back or slides him back and gets him to a pinning combination. I thought that was really cool. However, Taguchi hits him, like, just kind of hits him with like a little rolling small package. No, not small package. What did he hit him with? Oh, he rolled over something. I can't remember. He pinned him somehow. Wasn't a victory roll. What was that? Doesn't matter. I'm a horrible broadcast journalist. I want to apologize to you guys right now. Anyways, he rolls him over. 1, 2, 3. Taguchi wins. The funky weapon. We'll get more on him a little bit later. So anyways, yeah, Taguchi moves on to the next round. Crowd turns. It's funny because he wasn't a heel, but the crowd turns against him. They were just like, boo, we wanted Thunder Liger. I agree. I did too. I wasn't going to boo the guy. I didn't boo him from the comfort of my own home, but I was a little disappointed. It is what it is. All right, so up next, Yohei Komatsu going up against Hiromu Takahashi Komatsu. This is the next, Pro Wrestling World Cup first round qualifying match. Now, I don't remember much of the announcements with these at all. I just know, like, whenever they announce them, I write my bracket out, and then just from hearing, Blampier talk, or even when he does the, when he announces before the brackets or whatever, I write down like a little whatever, and then when I get the bracket out, I put the names in. I just put a dot next to the two I think is going to make it. And so I had Komatsu as the guy who's going to make it. And then when they came out, I was like, dude, Takahashi's going to win this. Like, how's he not going to win this? But I was like, I don't know why I voted for the other guy, but whatever. So we get these two guys fight right here. I really liked Takahashi's look. Like, I don't know, just like this Japanese rock star, and he's just very odd. He has like a little stuffed, whatever the fuck it was, cat. He's just so bizarre, but that's what I like about this guy. So, I mean, I quickly changed my vote, even though I still think I voted for the other guy on paper. That was my prediction. I'll stick with that. But I was voting for Takahashi because I like the look. Dude, they were chopping away at each other. Dude, Komatsu just could not chop. Like, I don't know what it was. Like, the other dude, Takahashi, just laying him in, like, slapping him on the chest. And, dude, he's trying, like, counter. And it's just like, you can hear, like, a big gunshot when Takahashi did it. And then when Komatsu tried it, it was just, like, a weak sauce. Like, horrible. Dude, Komatsu had this big, bright, pink, red spot on his chest, and I was like, oh, dude, that's gotta fucking kill. Had a little bit of sloppiness here. Komatsu's on the outside, and Takahashi goes to springboard over the top rope, and then try a sunset flip onto the guy, and then they just fall. It was a bad move, but luckily no one was hurt, so that was the main thing right there. Takahashi hits this ridiculous, it's Komatsu hits like this really sick German suplex on Takahashi, which I was like, holy shit, like almost like landed on his neck, and I was like, oh my god, just brutal. Komatsu, though, he does go on, like, he ends up, like, no-selling the German suplex, but he gets immediately clotheslined afterward. I was like, yep, there you go. Like, I don't know, that's how old school I am. I get it, like, I'm supposed to be like, oh, these are so tough, but it's like, come on, it's a German fucking suplex. Like, you guys aren't, like, Brock Lesnar. Like, if Brock Lesnar gets hit with a German suplex, I'm like, alright, if he no-sells it, I'm buying it. If Joe Coffey gets hit with a German suplex and he gets up, I'm buying it. When these little guys are getting hit with it, I'm like, I'm sorry, you're dead. Like, just play dead. They did. Anyways, the match ends when Takahashi hits his finisher, the time bomb, on Komatsu. So, boom. Takahashi moves on to the second round. The next match, and this one I really liked. It didn't win my match of the night, but I really liked it. This was a Pro Wrestling World Cup first round qualifying match. That's a mouthful. It's a big veiny mouthful. It's Bushi versus Tiger Mask 4. So right off the bat, Bushi just goes right out. Oh, and I forgot to mention this. They actually had subtitles this time around when we did the interviews. So, alright. So Bushi goes ahead. He attacks Tiger Mask instantly, and like right off the bat, like the bell don't even ring yet. He attacks him, but then of course they do ring the bell. But this is where it gets kind of funny because like they go outside, and like Bushi gets a chair and starts attacking him, and I was like, DQ? Like, DQ? Like, for sure? The bell rang. This isn't a Joe Hendry title defense. This is an actual match. No, the referee's just like, oh, let it slide. Like, it's the Pro Wrestling World Cup. We'll just go with it. It doesn't matter. I'm lenient. Go ahead, use a chair. So anyways, yeah, he used a chair out right there. And the whole time, Bushi's just trying to remove the mask from Tiger Mask. Like, that's just, like, the whole thing. It's funny because Tiger Mask even mentions this. Like, these guys have fought, like, numerous times before. It shows all that telling the tape, and even Tiger Mask in his interview was just like, he's probably going to try to steal my mask, and it's like, yeah, probably should have doubled up, huh? And sure enough, that's what Bushi did the whole time. I knew the crowd was really against Bushi. Like, I loved it. Like, it was good old-fashioned heat. It wasn't just ironic heat or, you know, oh, okay, you're the bad guy. No, they were just like, boo, fuck this guy, and I love that. That's the best kind of heat to have. Tiger Mask does hit this awesome double underhook from the top rope. There's a double underhook powerbomb, top rope. Fucking sweet. Or no, it's a suplex. Sorry, it wasn't a powerbomb. Super suplex. I thought he was going for the powerbomb. Everybody's like, holy shit, he goes for a suplex. Anyways, he goes for the pin, and it was really kind of cool because the referee's like, you know, 1, 2, but before he can get down to 3, Bushi puts his hands up, catches the ref's arm. So technically does break the count. I was like, that is brilliant. I love that. Anyways, the end comes, and this is where it gets really... The World Cup, we'll let things slide. Referee is standing there, and Bushi just takes her and shoves him to the corner like a couple times, like good couple hard shoves. Referee is just like out of it almost, and I was like, DQ? Are we just gonna let this shit slide? I guess so. So during this time, Bushi goes back to trying to take the mask off, and of course he almost has the mask off, but then he gives up and just kicks Tiger Mask right in the dick and hits him with the lung blower. 1, 2, 3. Bushi wins. Bushi wins. And I'm just like, really? Like, referee wasn't somebody like, no, fuck you. Like, we just had a referee disqualify Joe Hendry for pulling him in front of harm's way. And you can even lie. Like, if I was Hendry, I'd be like, wait a minute, I didn't pull you. I was just trying to get myself up, and you slid into the spot. Here, the guy, Bushi, literally just was like, fuck you, ref. Shoves into the corner. He's just like, I'm letting it slide. World Cup. Here's a chair. Go ahead and use it. So Bushi wins. But yeah, even though I'm making fun of some of the tactics in the match is really good. Like, I was really enjoying it. Like, it's probably the better match that we've had so far on this thing. Which brings us, though, because this next match is really good, too. We get the next Pro Wrestling World Cup first round qualifying match. Sho Tanaka going up against Kushida. And Kushida was the other one I predicted to win just because he just won the Best of Super Juniors in Japan. And he's I didn't know this part, but he's the current Ring of Honor television champion. I'm just like, well, yeah, they got a working relationship with the Ring of Honor, so yeah, I could see this guy definitely being one of those guys that come over to the finals. So, so these guys go at it. They bring out, I guess there was a legendary Japanese referee, and I'm gonna butcher this dude's last name. His name was like Tiger Hattori. So he was going to officiate this match. He actually officiates a couple matches later on too. But so here we go. Sho Tanaka is actually partners of he wrestled earlier. Kamutsu, the guy who got his ass beat by Takahashi. That guy. They were partners. And then the other thing I noticed was Kushida came out, and of course he's got a Back to the Future gimmick, a lot like Kenny Williams. I didn't mention this at the top. I guess I'll go ahead and just jump into it right now. I'll take a little detour. Of course, I did see that they did the random drawing of the Pro Wrestling World Cup Finals, and I'm using the random drawing thing because if you watch that video, there's a lot of editing. Like, you never see him pull a ball out in front of you and it's like, here's the name. No, it's a cut to him opening it up. Like, you get the ball there, putting his hand in, and then it cuts to him, you know, pulling the ball over here, and then he has the name. So, like I said, I'm not making fun of it, but come on, don't say it's a live bowl drawing and have cuts like that. Come on. Besides, there's just way too many good matches that just randomly, you know, they randomly came. Come on, Ospreay and Mysterio, that's just awesome right there. The fact that no countries like fought each other, like we didn't have like 2 people from Scotland fighting each other, you know, whatever. It was like everything was evenly split across the board. And then of course the fact that 2 guys with Back to the Future gimmicks are facing off against each other in the first round. Huh? How random. Anyways, but I'm just busting balls at this point. So anyways, Kushida and Sho Tanaka, so we get into this thing. You know, remember Tajiri used to do that thing where he would springboard into the ropes and then bounce back and elbow? It was like Kushida tried to do that with Tanaka, but instead of doing the elbow, like he just like flips back into him, but he's still like in the handstand position. It was just a weird, I don't know if he meant to do that or not, but like it knocked Tanaka out of the ring, which I thought was freaking sweet right there. So the whole time Kushida's going for this Kimura lock, which he calls the hoverboard lock, and at one point he's got it locked on Tanaka, but Tanaka stands up and just like lifts him, like deadlifts him straight up. And I know I don't sound like an impressive, but like Tanaka's a small guy, like even smaller than Kushida, but like just deadlifts him up and over and slams him. I was just like, holy shit, like he has some crazy strength through this entire match. Really want to see more out of Sho Tanaka. Like I was more impressed with him than I was with his partner. I really want to see more out of this guy, which I know a lot of these guys will probably never come back to WCPW, but I can still hope. I'm a mark, so I can still hope. Anyways, so then from that point on, Tanaka's just kind of working over Kushida's arm. However, Kushida will eventually hit him with the Back to the Future. Oh. Of course it is. Hit him with the Back to the Future. 1, 2, 3. Kushida moves on. So there you have it. So we go right into, and I'll talk about this more later on, but we go right back into the second round. So up next is the Pro Wrestling World Cup second round qualifying match, and it is Rizuki Taguchi against Hiromu Takahashi. Taguchi and Takahashi. We're just gonna say that. Man, I gotta say this real quick too. The other thing that really was kind of irritating me was this ring announcer. So they got this ring announcer out there, and I mean, I can understand if we're in different regions. Sure, use a ring announcer to that region or whatever. And if they don't get the one fall thing, fine. But like this dude was like intentionally just rushing through the one fall. Because early on, like, you know, he was like, this match is scheduled for one fall, and he's just moving on, but the crowd's still like, one fall. And then at this point, like, the crowd just kind of gave up on the one fall, which I really was like, oh, come on. I'm like, okay, if we were over in Japan, fine. Understandable. But here we are. Like, this is our backyard. Well, it's your guys' backyard. Mine, you know, not really, but I'm a fan, so I call it my backyard too. Anyways, still, you think someone could be like, hey, listen, we do a one fall thing here. Like, I know you don't get it, but still, you know, it's what we do here. I could have said that, but no, we don't get that. We don't get that at all, so. Alright, so out of the 7 matches that we had on this card, I gotta rank one my favorite and my least favorite, and this gets my least favorite. And just before, it had a lot of goofiness, and then it had a couple botches here and there. Match was enjoyable overall, but I'm just, you know, I had to pick, so this got my least favorite vote right here. So early on in the match, Taguchi gets his pants just pulled down. And I was like, alright, whatever, it's funny. But then he just leaves his pants down. Like, he just asked me, we don't get the pickle, but just, you know, just ask. And early on, because, you know, his funky weapon is his butt. So, like, he just kept doing, like, all these butt-related moves where he just, like, you know, kind of like Rikishi, but, you know, not even that large. And so he kept doing, like, the butt bumps and everything like that. But now he's doing it with his pants just pulled down. And I'm just like, alrighty, that's it. And so yeah, that was it. And then like later on, he gets his pants pulled down again, And I was like, for real, we did 2 bare ass spots in a match? Like, what the fuck? Taguchi's main story here, he kept going after Takahashi, sorry, his ankle, kept going for the ankle lock, and of course, each time he tried to get on, Takahashi got out. I gotta say, I don't think Taguchi has a good ankle lock. Like, even when he has it cinched in, it just looked very weak as hell. Like, didn't look like he had it on there right. But whatever. There was a pretty crazy move, and I'm not sure exactly what Takahashi was going to perform here, but they go for like this crazy top rope move, and they both just kind of fall down. It was a bad botch. But still, yeah, I mean, luckily no one got hurt, and that's the main thing. And I got these written out, but I can't even read what it is. Taguchi hits like 2 finishers, the Dodon and Dodon's Throne. Hits them both back to back. Like, he hits like the first one and then goes for a pin and Takahashi kicks out. And then he goes for the other one, Takahashi kicks out. Goes for the ankle lock, Takahashi gets out of that. Like, it literally is everything that, you know, Taguchi has, throws at him. And then, like, literally Takahashi comes back with like a little like victory rollover, and 1, 2, 3, Takahashi wins. And it just reminds me of the whole dive versus headbutt argument, and like, you know, Rip Rogers just like, you hit him with every major move you got in your arsenal, and then the match just ends with like a roll up, and I'm like, that was it right there. That's exactly what he's talking about right there. And it happens often, but you know, it is what it is. But still, yeah, I was just like, wow, man, threw everything but the kitchen sink at him, and he beat you for a little victory roll. Alrighty, so Takahashi, he's going to go on to represent Japan in the World Cup Finals. So then we move on now to the Pro Wrestling World Cup second round qualifying match between Kushida and Bushi. And this was my match of the night. This was just, and the ending, I mean, it was such a ridiculously insane ending, but still, I loved it. So right off the bat, Bushi, he throws the referee right into Kushida. Referee just like, yeah, it goes with territory. It's the World Cup. It's okay. We don't count DQs here. So anyways, like the same thing Hendry got disqualified for the night before, and I know what the night before, but you know, kayfabe. Night before, Hendry gets disqualified for that, and then here there's like, it's alright, World Cup Finals, don't worry about it. So anyways, yeah, that happens. Bushi taking it right to Kushida, hits him with like a, you know, like Randy Orton does like the DDT, like he has him draped over the middle rope. I know he has like a name for it, but I don't know. And he hits the DDT from there. Like, he did the same thing, but he did it on the outside, on the Kushida, and he like drops his head on the apron. Now, once again, it's kind of a weak looking DDT, but once again, that's such a scary looking spot that I didn't care. I was like, long they're okay, but it was pretty crazy looking. I was like, oh shit. But you can tell he didn't really get all the impact on that one. And at one point, dude, Kushida gets kicked right in the fucking face. I was like, holy shit. Like, it looked like teeth were flying out. You know, that old, when the spit goes there, like, oh wow, and teeth came out. Dude, it looked pretty brutal. Anyway, Bushi starts choking Kushida with the cable outside. Once again, the referee's letting it go because, you know, fuck it, it's a World Cup Finals. And then at one crazy, this was probably the highlight of the night for me anyways, was Bushi and Kushida are on the top rope, and Kushida goes for his hoverboard arm lock, and Bushi's trying to fight out, but he's got locked in, and then Kushida, names are just weird, jumps off the rope with it, and does like an arm breaker, and I was like, oh my god, like, you're on snap his arm, like, I just marked out right there. I was like, oh no, he just shattered his arm to a million pieces. How's he gonna move? But no, it was freaking sweet right there. So, alright, so here comes the ending. Like, this ending is so freaking ridiculous. Okay, so Bushi goes to the referee and just spits mist in his face, right? Like, mist in his face. And the referee's like, oh shit, I'm blind. Well, then Kushida comes behind Bushi to hit him. Bushi moves, and he hits the referee. Referee goes tumbling out of the ring. And I was like, son of a bitch. So referee's out, right? So then they start fighting. Of course, Bushi goes for a low blow, followed by a small package, but there's no referee. And you know, he's mad because he's like, stupid referee. And it's just like, you know, you did blind him first. Like, just saying. I love it. I mean, it's great. So then Kushida gets up, fights back, throws him into the hoverboard lock. Once again, dude's tapping, Bushi's tapping out. No referee to count it. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, any other match, you would have sent another referee out there, like, without thinking. And I'm thinking this Pro Wrestling World Cup, they're letting, like, chair shots fly, but it's like, we ain't gonna have a guy out there to count. I'm like, is there only 2 referees on duty and the other guy's like in the John right now? Like, the Japanese referee's just like, I'm taking a shit right now. Sorry, I'm not gonna get out here. I'm pooping. I'm pooping right now. Can't leave. Sorry, I'll be out there when I get done. And so there was like, let it go. Let it go. So anyways, yeah, so so the referee's still out. Then Bushi counters, and this is a move you see all the time now on the indie scene, but you rarely see it pulled off with perfect excellence. And I'm talking about the Canadian Destroyer. And dude, Bushi hits like the perfect Canadian Destroyer on Kushida. And I was just like, holy shit, but guess what? There's still no referee! Like, there's been no referee for like 5 minutes now. So he goes out there, he grabs the referee, wakes him up, throws him into the ring. However, he gets caught up in Kushida's hoverboard lock, and doesn't take long. He taps. Bushi taps, and Kushida wins. So Kushida and Takahashi go on to represent Japan in the finals. So, oh yeah. And now we go on to our main event. Rampage versus Tomohiro Ishii. Big hoss of a guy. Like, this guy just looks scary. He looks mean too. Like, I don't know. I just felt like if I met this guy in real life, I wouldn't want to talk to him because he just looked like he just punched me in the face. Like, he just looked scary and mean. But these guys, like, are just... This whole match, this was not a wrestling match. This was literally just a slugfest. They're battling through the crowd, which, no count out. They get back in there. There is a point, though, where the referee is the Japanese referee. He's employing the 20 count instead of the 10 count, which, you know, they didn't mention that prior to the match. So I'm like, but whatever, we're rolling with it. It's funny, they start beating the crap out of each other, and then like the race referee got up to like 19, and they're just like, oh shit, and they roll back in at the same time. I thought that was kind of a cool little moment. But yeah, like literally a lot of just like punching and no-selling from both. Like Ishii hits like a ridiculous headbutt at one point. Like it looks like he's actually hitting. It doesn't look like he's like, you know, he's not smacking the leg as he's smacking into it. Like he's literally just hitting him in the fucking face with his head. Rampage hits a big boot on Ishii. Dude just no-sells it. At one point, they're just trading punches and suplexes, which Germans, no one's selling anything. The match comes to an end, though, when Ishii hits a brainbuster on Rampage. 1, 2, 3, it's over. Ishii wins. Just rolls out and leaves the ring. And then when the camera goes back to the ring, Rampage is already up and gone. And it's like, wow, like, okay. So... this makes you wonder, like, these guys, like, maybe kind of, like, had some words before the match, and he's just like, I'm not selling your shit. He's like, well, I'm not selling your shit. And that's what they did. It's literally just the whole match was just them no-selling each other's shit. Until, you know, the planned ending was like, all right, I'll take your brain buster, but as soon as I get pinned, I'm leaving. And that's what happened. Like, literally, he's just like, I'm done. Still, yeah, you know, jokes aside, I still enjoyed it. Like, because I'm like Vince McMahon. I love big, sweaty guys. Like, seriously, just two big heavyweights beating the shit out of each other. That's wrestling to me. Like that's what I like. So I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the match. Once again, it was humorous. That like literally like 94% of this match was just no sells, like completely. Every now and then someone would stumble, but and I think that's what it was. I think Ishii got like pissed because like he gets taken down early on, and I'm just like, oh, like I think he's trying to do the whole I'm a brick wall, you can't knock me over, and Rampage just knocks him over, and I was like, oh shit. I bet he's going to no-sell everything else after this. And he did. So yeah, anyway, so there it is. That's the Japanese qualifying match. Now, I will say, or sorry, the qualifying event. Now, I don't know. I was debating if I should say anything at all because nothing's official yet. But I had a friend of mine who was actually there in attendance. Charlie, talking to you, boy. He goes and he talks because you know before the event, he's run down the entire card with me. He showed me the thing, and like Kyle O'Reilly was supposed to fight Marty Scurll. Tag title's supposed to be on the line, and that's another thing that was very iffy because I know something happened there, and I didn't read into it, but I know like Scott Wainwright is like, I think, is he retiring? Like, I don't know exactly what happened there, and if you guys know any details, drop that shit down below or hit me up on Twitter, one of the two. Anyways, but like somehow he was just like, he's like something went down there in the match, and now he's going to have to relinquish the title. I don't know what's going on. But there was more matches that was supposed to be there, and then like when you see the flyer for the event, it had like all the other regular WCPW guys on there. Joe Coffey, El Ligero, Alex Gracie, Martin Kirby. They were all listed. Hendry. And like nobody was at this event. Charlie told me that apparently they're bringing Loaded back. I'm not sure what the basis is. Once again, nothing's official. This is literally me just getting the dirt out for you. Like I'm like, oh shit. But apparently they're bringing Loaded back, and they actually filmed episode on this night, which is insane too, because I think I was like, it's awesome. But I was working like right off the bat whenever I saw the time difference between the German qualifier, which was like 3 hours long, and then the Japanese qualifier was only 2 hours, and we got 10 matches on the German one, only 7 on this one. I was like, well, shit. So I have no idea what's going on exactly. I'm just telling you guys what I know right now. So anybody has any information, hit me up, let me know. Without spoiling anything, don't give me any spoilers on the matches, except for give me an update on the whole Scotty Wainwright Swords of Essex tag match with I forget the name of the guy they were fighting. Two big, awesome wrestlers, just monsters. Anyways, let me know about that. But other than that, yeah, so I have no idea. But once again, on the whole, I will say I enjoyed the Japanese qualifier more than German. I think the matches were more exciting. And it wasn't that, in fact, I knew people more because I didn't know half the guys on here. In fact, German, at least the event for the German qualifiers, I need more wrestlers there than I did here. I just feel like this, I don't know, it had more of a WCPW feel, except for the ring announcer, but whatever. But, you know, it just felt more like our event and not the GWF event. And yeah, I don't know, just, like I said, I think the match is just more exciting overall, and yeah, that's about it. So German qualifier, I was a big fan of. So yeah, there you have it. The American qualifiers are coming up soon, and as is the rest of the world. And those will be this month, and then of course the finals will be in August, and they'll be doing, I guess they're breaking up into 3 nights. So then the first night will be like first round, second night will be the, you know, the quarterfinals, and then the last night will be the semis and finals. So there you have it. And I'm sure they're going to have other matches in there as well. I'm going to wait until we do the rest of the world qualifier to get the entire finals straightened out. And I'll probably do a prediction video. Just make one big ass, you know, just on the tournament. I'm not going to worry about waiting until the event. But everybody's been asking, you know, what my thoughts are on the thing and my predictions will be. So I'll do a video probably next month sometime. Maybe toward end of this month, beginning of next month. But whatever, I'll do a video then. And then, yeah, that's it. So guys, don't forget to tune in later on today. My top 10, we got some changes. Well, we got some changes. Not some major changes, but we got some changes nonetheless. So yeah, tune in for that, and that's all I got. Guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to share and subscribe if you haven't already. You see the links down below. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. Check me out over there. And of course, show this video that... Where's it at? Cue the thumb. I don't care if he's on break. Get him over here. There you go. Oh, there he is. Hey, thanks for making an appearance. All right. Show this video that thumb and love. And yeah, that's all I got, guys. Once again, thank you so much for watching. And I want to apologize real quick for the video. My German qualifying review came up really late last night. Like, I didn't get the thing like released until like, I don't know, it was like after 10 o'clock my time. So I know it's like ridiculous your time. I had an insane weekend. And don't get me wrong, as much as I love having 2 WCPW events back to back, like literally, it was just like, oh, I had to rearrange my entire schedule and get everything worked out. So it's been a chaotic weekend, but I got everything done, and I got these videos out for you guys. So so thank you for your patience, and yeah, that's all I got, guys. Thank you for watching. Until next time.